¿Qué tal? Muy buena tarde, esto es Radio Trébol, estamos transmitiendo desde Catepec, Estado de México, para toda la República Mexicana y el mundo a través de YouTube. Pues bien, qué bueno que sigas con nosotros, feliz domingo, deseándote siempre lo mejor y vamos a empezar nuestro viaje musical con una petición pendiente de David Bowie que se llama la canción Heroes, Clásicos en Radio Trébol. Comenzamos.
Dolphins can swing. Though nothing will keep us together. We can beat them forever and ever. Oh, we can be heroes just for one day.
Successful fella, thought to himself, oops, I've got a lot of money. Caught in a rat race, terminally. I'm a professional cynic, but my heart's not in it. I'm paying the price of living life at the limit. Caught up in the centuries, anxiety. Yes, it preys on him. Then transit lives in a house, very big house in the country. Watching afternoon repeats and the food he eats in the country. He takes a all manner of pills and piles up analyst bills in the country. Oh, it's like an animal farm, that's a rural charm in the country. He's got morning glory and life's a different story. Everything's going Jack and Jory, in touch with his own mortality. He's reading Mozart, looking bad prose. It's a helping hand that makes you feel wonderfully blind. Oh, it's a century's remedy for the things that heart. Star Trek syndrome lives in a house, a very big house in the country. He's got a fog in his chest, so he needs a lot of rest in the country. He doesn't drink, smoke, laugh, takes herbal baths in the country. Fish should come to no harm on the animal farm in the country. In the country. In the country. In the country. So he needs a lot of rest in the country. He doesn't drink, smoke, laugh, takes herbal baths in the country. Fish should come to no harm on the animal farm in the country. La la la. I wanna be.
Their mother for the ends. Rats snitch on one another for the ends. Sometimes kids get murdered for the ends. So before we go any further, I want my ends. I knew this cat named Bill, he didn't have a dollar. He was Harvard material, Ivy League scholar, had a PhD, had an MBA, but now he's waiting tables cause it's rent to pay. Companies downsizing, inflation's rising, can't find a job, he's feeling kinda stressed. Doesn't even feel the effects when he says, forgot to count how many times they've been blessed. So he falls off track, starts smoking the crack, and once it hits his brain, starts to chain react. Tells the shirt off his back, shoes off his feet. He's losing all his teeth, now he's out in the street. And all of a sudden it's like Jesse James trying to stick up his whole day watches and chains. But he's from business school and he's nervous with the tools, so he ends up on his back in a bloody pool for the ends. Some people will rob their mother for the ends. Rats snitch on one another for the ends. And sometimes kids get murdered for the ends. So before we go any further, I want my ends. I knew this chick named Sally, she had a nice strut, and everywhere that I went, she was up in the cut, swinging that butt like glacier at here. Only rap the men's that rock the fly gear, brand name wearing, champagne waving, jewels around the neck, lifestyle she's craving. Ain't no saving, she's doing all the spending. If you do the lending, she'll do the bending. Straight machine bending, it's money for Ted. Shopping sprees, get her on her knees, and if you hit her with the keys to your crib, you acting funny. Come home one day, find her counting out your money. From the wetlands all the way to the Apollo, kids get murdered for the ends. So before we go any further, I want my ends. Homeboys that made a lot of noise, making money on the block, and kids was on their job. They was tougher than leather, like Reverend Ron and DMC. They was toting guns, holding weight, going out of state, stacking mad chips and pushing fat whips. Fly jewels and clothes and got no job, and then one disappeared and one got robbed for the ends. Some people will rob their mother for the ends. Rats snitch on one another for the ends. Sometimes kids get murdered